what's good, guys? It's your boy G Marcus TV back with a brand new video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, as you can see from this video, doing a Power Book 2 episode number 7 called Force My Hand. Now, so this episode was really hot, very intense. A lot of shit was going on this episode, so let's get straight to it. As you guys know, I'll be doing a recap and a review. Look, so your boy Lorenzo, Drew, and another dude was stalking your boy Kino. So they're stalking him. So Drew ends up shooting the in the head while he was with his chick, which was really cold-blooded. Like, damn, like I can't get my nut. Like, I couldn't get a nut. Like, you gonna kill me while I'm doing that? I was like, come on, man, you could have waited. You could have waited like at least 5 more minutes or something like that. But nope. Next thing you know, your boy Lorenzo offs the girl, and Drew's just like, what the are you doing? Like, we just talked, and he was just like, nah, like, our plan was that, but cannot risk the girl saying it's you. If it's me, it's fine. But as you know, Kino was Lorenzo's man, so while Lorenzo was locked up, he did his own thing. So Tariq met with Davis and Sachs, and they're showing him some footage that the police found, which shows the Morales killing. Police, they're basically saying that, yo, it looks like Tariq. So they're just like, yo, who could this be? We know it's not you. Like, they're looking at it like, yo, you're innocent. Who is it? But the thing is, with the footage, it was very, very distant. It was very far away, so they really cannot identify it, but they're saying it's him. But he had an alibi, and the alibi was Paula. And Paula, she was the one that was helping with the case for his mom that got her sent for the witness protection program. He was with her for like a short period of time in the last season. Now he's thinking that, okay, maybe I could get her to testify and be like, yo, I was with you. But of course, Reek was saying he has no idea who the shooter was, basically covering up for your boy Kane. When Tariq left, Sachs was just like, yo, he knows who did it. Why he just don't say who did it to save his ass? And Davis McLean was just like, well, if you know the streets, you can't say shit. So Tariq and Braden, they're just in the room, so they're just in the dorm, they're just going through the book that has pictures of Sweeney, which is the person that Taste was going against, and Reek finds blackface pictures. Basically, Sweeney dressing up as O.J. Simpson, and Braden's father dressing up as the woman that O.J. killed, which is really f***ed up. And I'm surprised they didn't show the picture. They didn't really show it. I don't understand why. Luckily, and I'm surprised, Braden was just like, yo, I cannot do this. I can't give you that because that's gonna my whole family, because his father's in the picture. Like, I mean, I feel like he's still gonna get the picture, but it was good to see him stand up for his damn family. Like, Tariq basically went to Tate, let him know what was going on. That, yo, I have this on them, so I can get this to you, but I promised my friend. So when he said I promised my friend, your boy Tate went on Tariq's. It was just like, I don't give a f what you promised your punk friend. It's like, we had a deal, I need that shit. Or even dudes in his face was like, you on trial for murder, and I'm your only hope. And I can get your sister out of the system, so I'm your only hope. So of course, Tariq's out on bail and whatever, he's good to go. He goes to the classroom, and Carrie looks like she's seen the damn ghost. She's just tight, like how you can let this out. So the school topic is based on, it's kind of like subliminally put it in the situation, like how shady deals and how to keep people out of jail. And they kind of like linked everything with what they was talking about. So Lauren actually fired a shot at Professor Milgram under her breath, basically saying it's just like, yeah, like they'll use the students. So Tariq ended up learning about how Lauren was busted for the drugs in her dorm room. So you know he's just like, oh shit. He tries to talk to her after class and she just dismissed him. So Davis, he goes to meet with Paula, and of course, for you guys that don't know the history, he used to f Paula. David and her, they go out to have a drink, so he could basically persuade her, like, you know, make her basically to cooperate and be like, well, yeah, you know, Tariq was with her. So she was just dismissive, she was not really having it. You think that he's basically softening up, and nope, she ends up spilling the drink on the shoes, which was hilarious. And it's funny because as she walks off, she goes away, he was just like, yo, that's a bad. So Tariq later on talks to Davis and Sachs, who was just like, yo, we don't have no other option but to have your sister testify. But Tariq was not with it. So he basically told him about the concern that he had, that basically Lauren could possibly be a suspect. She could be the one that's ratting on him. So of course, you know that Sachs already seen that. So after Tariq leaves, that's when he puts McLean onto some game, like, yeah, like that girl, I overheard them talking to the cop, like, yes. Of course, Drew was with his lover, they was doing their thing, making out, and who knocks on the door? Detective Whitman. So Drew goes in to hide. So Detective Whitman, he's just looking around, just by the door, just looking around and seeing the other shoes and everything. He's like, yo, why you so nervous? What's going on? But he asks him like, yo, I have some more questions about your statement where you talked about how your crew got jumped. Your boy Everett, he was not giving the information. He was just like, yo, I don't have nothing else to add. I can't do this. Like, yo, you have a good night. So your boy Zeke is out and about. He's playing basketball by himself. And who pops up? Your boy Mecca. So Mecca comes and he starts to try to have a little small conversation with him. And he tells him, yo, I'm your father. So he doesn't go into heavy details, but he shows him a tattoo on his arm, which was a Bible verse from Ezekiel, where he got his name from. Zeke, he was not. He was like, yo, get away from me. I don't want to talk to you. And Mecca was just like, yo, ask your mother. But when Zeke got to the dorm, Monet was already there. And he was just like, he's about to leave. Because he had to actually do an interview. And he missed the interview. So he was just like, yo, he about to go home. About to see what's going on with his mom. And Monet was just like, yo, like, what the hell happened? So they got into a little something. And she basically sat down and told them like, yo, do not listen to anybody. They're just trying to get a money grab. That guy's not your father. Your father's actually in jail for life. Right after that, Monet confronts Mecca about the situation, and he was just like, yo, like, what the hell? Like, why I can't tell him that that's my son? He said he still wants to meet his son, and he was just like, yo, we had a deal, we had an agreement, and you just not go with the deal. So she's basically telling him like, yo, off, we do not need you, I don't need you, like, yo, chill. And he just basically goes like, yo, why are you doing this for? Is this like, is this a meal ticket for you? And she knew what it was. She got pissed, really pissed off. It's not looking good for your boy Mecca. I think he's gonna die. Carrie is overhearing the students on Clubhouse, which is very funny. They're all talking about how she possibly killed the professor. They're all on it. They all know what's really going on. And she's just going crazy in her head like, damn, like her career's about to be over. So the dean came in and was just like, maybe it's not a good idea, because they have to do a memorial dinner for the professor that died. The dean was like, yeah, he does not really want her to do it because it's not really looking good with all the rumors. But Rashad Tate stepped in, of course his little slimy, he wants to be a +1, so he slided it in and basically picked up for her, and the dean changed his mind. He was like, all right, well, you could do it. So she ended up making him her +1. So Tariq visited the prosecutor, which was Tamika. That's the person that helped him out with the mom's case. So they meant like a church type of thing. So she just showing him like, yo, we thinking that since your father died, the bodies are gonna stop dropping, but he dies and more bodies are dropping than ever. Like, it's like, what the hell is going on? So she shows him pictures. So he confessed and he let her know that yes, he did kill the professor, which I'm like, stupid mother. Like, why would you do that? But he confessed because she told him, like, yo, I'm not like McLean. Like, you gotta tell me the truth. If you want me to help you, you gotta tell me the truth. And she was just like, I could get you a deal up to 5 years in prison if you just take it. If you just let us know who did it, so you could still be out in your 20s. So Lorenzo finally meets with Mecca. So what Mecca ends up doing is he's dealing now strictly directly with Lorenzo. He's not dealing with Monet, he's not dealing with Tariq, he's not dealing with Kane, and you know that this is gonna be a problem. So now the memorial dinner is here for, you know, your boy Professor Jabari. And of course Braden's family is there, which is the Westons. Tate, he goes over to Braden's father and was just like, there's a picture coming out very soon. I would just tell you to let your boy Sweetie know to drop out before it gets ugly. So he's just like looking at him like, you stupid, like nothing. He was just like, oh, he's like, I'm not gonna allow you to blackmail me. And then he just mentions blackface. So as soon as he says blackface, father's face dropped like, oh shit. So Carrie gave her speech at the memorial. Everybody in the audience is just talking about the rumor that basically she with Zeke, she the professor. She's on stage and she is cracking. After a while of hearing all that, because she was stumbling, she was choking, she couldn't really speak, she runs the hell off the stage and she says she cannot do it no more. So who runs behind her? Your boy Rashad Tate. As she's crying in the office, she's just like, yo, my career is over. And he was just saying like, yo, it's not over until you say it's over. It's just like, if you're like me, you're gonna find a way to survive no matter what. He gave her some really encouraging words. So Lauren goes to Tariq's room and she tries to apologize for like, yo, how everything's been going. Like, she was gonna basically confess to what was going on. So as she's talking about to tell him what's going on, who pops up? Diane pops up. She pops up, goes inside the room, and Tariq was just like, yeah, my lawyers think it's not a good idea to talk to you. And he just slams the door on her face. I was like, damn. So Diana and him, they're talking, and she's telling them everything that's going on in the family business. How Monet and Renzo, they're not seeing eye to eye. Kane is on his boat. And of course, Drew is protecting his lover. And she ends up kissing Dude. I'm just like, okay. Out with the old, in with the new. Respect it. So they actually decided to have a relationship on the low. She just cannot tell Monet anything. So of course, you know what ended up happening? He ends up clapping. So when Kane gets home, Drew's just sitting down watching TV and they're just talking about what's going on. Kane just let him know how he feels that he's protecting his boo, which is Everett. So you could see Drew, and the scene was really good. You could see Drew getting really pissed off as Kane is talking. It was just like, yo, you gotta end this shit. You gotta do what you gotta do because your sweetheart is a snitch. So Drew gets really pissed off, and him and Kane just starts fighting inside the house. They're going crazy, tearing shit up. Your boy Renzo comes and he stops the fight. So Kane let him know, like, yo, his boyfriend's a snitch. So Renzo's just like, yeah, you gotta take care of that. So they have a hearing, and Davis McClain ends up interviewing Tariq's sister. They ended up having an interview to interview Tariq's little sister. So he's asking the right questions, and she's answering the questions the right way. She's stumbling, but she's doing a good job with it. He's like, do you think you can answer the questions the same way on the stand? And she says, yes, she thinks she can do it. But the freaking cop, she was not with it. She was not hearing it, so she starts asking more questions. Basically, Yasmin up. Well, of course, she's a little kid. Like, you have a little kid on the stand, like, she really messed up. She really twisted the questions around and basically got what she needed, which was, yeah, Tariq was not there at a certain time. So Tariq ends up shutting the whole thing down. He says, no more questions. It's done. I do not want to understand. That's it. Drew, of course, he puts the mask on. He is on his way to kill Everett, which is his lover. He has a change of heart. Like, he's creeping up on him and everything. He has the gun, but he has a change of heart because Everett texts him as he's behind him, texts him and says, hey, where are you? I miss you. Like, his face teared up, his eyes watered, and he was just really like, damn, I can't do this. So he turns around, he texts him back, yo, miss you too, I'm coming to see you, I'm on my way. It was a really, I love that scene. I love that scene. So a text message saved this man's life. Kane now waits for Davis McClain inside his car, and when Davis McClain comes inside the car, he puts the gun to his head and was just like, basically make sure his name does not come up inside the case, everything falls on Tariq. So Davis was just like, yo, if you didn't plant the badge inside the dorm, we were not even having this conversation. He tells him, if you kill me, it's like, it makes no sense. Like, it's dumb if you do that right now. He was just like, yo, do not put my name in your mouth. McClain was just like, yo, as long as the money coming in, I ain't saying shit. Love that part right there. Davis McClain, yeah, his character stepped up for me in this episode. So then he lets him out the car, gets out the car, and the funniest he said was, oh, make sure you tell your mom that I said hi, Kane, and he drives the off. I'm like, yo, that's probably my favorite scene in the episode. So now Tariq gets a surprise from Sax, the cop, and Tamika. So they're trying to give your boy, of course, 5-year plea deal. So they're just like, yo, if you just snitch and let us know who killed Professor and the cop, we give you 5 years. If you sign this off right now, you're good to go. So he thinks about it for a little second, for a couple of seconds, and he just says that he's not doing it. But Tamika's just like, yo, we do not want to make you worse than what your father is. We do not want to, you should end up like your father or worse. He just turned down the deal, and she just looked at him and she just says, yo, good luck, because you're going to need it, and do not call me. So your boy, after going on Sax's, McClain went straight to Carrie's house and let her know what was going on. Like, yo, you're in a really dangerous game right now. So she just said, like, yo, whatever you do, do not give the full truth out, because if you give it out, then Lauren's life is in danger. And he was just like, yo, if she goes on that stand and testify, I'm gonna rip her apart. Carrie's just hesitant, looking at him like, oh, you're a joke, you're this and that. He basically tells her, yo, keep your mouth shut, because, yeah, if you don't, Lauren's gonna get it. That's how the episode ended. It was good. It was a really good episode. I'll give this episode straight up, I'll give this episode a 10. This was a really good one. The writing was good, the acting was good, and the jokes that they made, usually they have some corny jokes on Power, but they made some really good jokes on this one. I can't wait to see what happens next week. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought about tonight's episode. Thank you guys for watching me. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for all your support. Love you guys. It's your boy G Marcus TV, signing off.
Got it. That's a wrap.